Welcome everybody to the Mental Health and Suicide Awareness Film Festival 2020. My name is Dawn Bauer. I'm going to be co-hosting this festival this year, and Kelly Hansen is the founder of BCC Evolution. And so we want to talk to you a little bit about what BCC Evolution is and why we're doing this film festival. So Kelly.
Yes, hello everybody. We are live finally, hopefully around the world. And again, my name is Kelly Hansen. I am the founder of BCC Evolution. We are a mental health and suicide awareness nonprofit. This film festival, this is our second annual, and so excited, live from my living room. And we're gonna be watching some incredible films that are centered around mental health and suicide, and just starting to open the conversation around these subjects that nobody really wants to talk about. There's so much stigma around mental health and suicide that people just don't want to talk about it. So that's really what the film festival is designed for. And what BCC Evolution does is we really do focus on mental health and then suicide awareness through volunteering events. We also do community outreach. So the volunteering events, we do Capes for Superheroes, which goes to Children's Hospital and the VA Hospital in Denver, Colorado. We also do homeless care packages. Last year we did them in Colorado Springs, more aimed towards the vets down in Colorado Springs. And then this year we're going to do it more in the Denver area, centered around families. We also do backpacks for kiddos, which any families that cannot provide a backpack or supplies for their kids, that's where we come in as much as we can. And then otherwise, we also offer mental health first aid classes, which teaches you how to identify the signs and symptoms of mental health disorders or illnesses, and then also just give you the skills to be able to talk to people, whether it be the youth or adults. And we have a lot more things coming this year, lots of new programs, and that's kind of why we're here, is to tell you a little bit more about BCC and where we're going in the future with all of our programs.
And we're really excited because this year we had 45 films submitted from all over the world. So that shows us, you know what, mental health and suicide, it does not just, land in one culture, in one country, with one gender. It is all over the place, and these films are beautiful. We're excited to be sharing them with you, and we're so grateful that the filmmakers not only submitted them, but allowed us to show these online.
Big boys don't cry. Well, let me tell you something about the myth. Big boys don't cry.
So that first film, Big Boys Don't Cry, was from Ireland. And then Chatter was from the US. High Flying Jade is a US film, but filmed in Vietnam. And It Is Me is from New Zealand. So again, anytime somebody's sharing art, whether it's poetry or writing or, doing a play even or something, it is a very vulnerable part of you. And then you add this content and this topic, and how important is it that if we were all really being vulnerable and sharing that, what kind of stuff would come out of it? I mean, we get to have this conversation now. You get to be here with us and talking about this. If you make any other films in this category, please submit again next year for the festival. We really enjoyed your films, and thank you so much for being a part of this and a part of the Q&A.
Yeah, I appreciate all of you just sending us your films, and I feel 100% honored to be able to share these with the world. So thank you so much for supporting BCC Evolution. I couldn't have made this happen without you guys putting your entries in. So thank you so much. I appreciate you.
I just feel lost, empty, and pain.
So Yellow Line, that was out of Malaysia. Nervosa was out of the Netherlands. And Here Today is out of the United States.
Film festival is because This is a fundraising event for BCC Evolution. That's how you got your links. That's how you found us, was through my nonprofit, BCC Evolution. And I know I did talk a little bit earlier about what we do, but I wanted to tell you a little bit why we do what we do. I lost my middle sister, Carrie Lynn, to a completed suicide in 2017. And I just knew that I couldn't sit around and do nothing. So that is why BCC was created, because I knew that I had to get the message out about suicide and mental health. She struggled from mental health illnesses. She also had MS, so she was in a lot of pain. And she had tried to attempt suicide 6 times on the final, of course, she did complete. So my passion, that's where it comes from. This is why we're here and why we're sharing all these amazing films with you, because it's really time to break the stigma around mental health, bring it to the forefront, and make sure that we're talking about it and reaching back into our community, bring it to the forefront. So that's why you're here tonight, is because we need to raise funds for BCC Evolution. So grab your cell phone, because I'm sure y'all have one, and text to 44321, and it's BCC Films. And later I'll tell you what the BCC means too.
And wouldn't it be great if we got this whole $20,000 today?
Yeah.
Tonight or this morning, depending on where you are in the world and watching this right now. And you don't have to be watching this to donate. So if you know people that have funds that like to donate to these kinds of things, send them over what that link is and what that text code is, and have them donate. That would be wonderful. So welcome.
Hello. Greetings from Malaysia. It is 4:49 a.m. right here, right now.
Oh, we really appreciate you being on. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So Yellow Line was initially a film written by Iman. Iman was the person in the film as well. She is the main character. So we actually initiated this entire project where we saw this campaign on Facebook. So it is a 48-hour challenge, and we made this entire film in just 48 hours.
Wow.
By getting the brief and writing it, filming it, editing it, and submit it. Sometimes all you need is someone to listen to you and someone who can really be there for you. Yeah. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
Connection.
It really, brings up a lot, because in BCC Evolution, we offer mental health first aid classes, and we talk a lot about self-harm and how it's not hurtful in a way. It's actually a way to release the pressure versus what people feel like it's really bad, but it's actually a good thing for some.
Yeah.
Depending on the level. And that's why I love this film, because it just showcased self-harm in a different way. And then also another thing we talk about is listening non-judgmentally. And that's key in here, is you have somebody that finally understands her and isn't judging her. And so I just thought, now that I know it's in 48 hours, wow, that super impressive storyline. So
how does that, what's beautiful about this festival is we've got films from all over the world, and it's really showing that this is an issue everywhere.
It's great to hear that across the world we're starting to open our minds a little bit more and speak up and showcase all different sorts of mental health, because all of us have mental health, but not all of us have illnesses or disorders. So it's important to have that outlet.
The film Collapse is from the United States, and the film Mood Atlas is from Ireland.
Main reason BCC came about was I thought about blind carbon copy email and that theory. So to me, mental health is kind of like a blind carbon copy email. It may be there, but you don't know. So that's where the BCC originally came from. I thought of an email, and most people are on the BCC line, but don't necessarily know that they are. So that's how I think about mental health. Are these people may feel really alone because nobody understands what's going on. And our goal with BCC Evolution is to figure out how to get those people off of the BCC line and put them to the two front. So we can bring awareness, we can make sure that they don't feel alone, and they really stand out versus having that stigma of having a mental health disorder or illness.